Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about supplements that can potentially help to reduce your bad cholesterol. So with that being said, I've tried several different things. Now the first time I found out I had semi-high cholesterol, it was related to my thyroid at the time. For those of you that don't know, that can actually be a factor if you have high cholesterol, especially at a young age and you don't know why. Definitely want to get your thyroid checked because they can be linked. And sometimes when you correct the thyroid, you can correct the cholesterol as well, which is what happened to me. So the first time I found out my cholesterol was a little bit high, I was 31, so this was just a few years ago, and I was in total shock. And I know that part of it is genetic. So the following year, everything went back to normal. I regulated my thyroid, but I also took some supplements. And then my cholesterol last year was a little bit high as well. However, that was because I had been off my medication again because I was trying to handle it naturally before I realized I unfortunately could not do that any longer. And so I got back on the thyroid medication, and everything went back to normal. So this last time I got checked for my annual blood work, and my cholesterol, all my numbers were like considerably better. I only had just like, one of them was like just a little bit high, and literally by only a few points, and it's still technically considered acceptable, according to the American Heart Association. So with that being said, I'm pretty much normal now, but I intend to stay that way, and I do know I have a family history of high cholesterol and heart disease and whatnot, on my mom's side in particular. But so I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I have. Now I also want to point out, I don't have it with me because I finished taking it all a while back, but I did take citrus bergamot for a while. And that was one of the first things I tried. And I recently stopped taking that and started taking something else because I'm experimenting and trying new things. So, anyways, long story short, the citrus bergamot I feel like works pretty well. The only thing I have to say about that is I did feel like it kind of contributed to my I tend to run lower blood pressure than most. Like my blood pressure tends to get, just run kind of low naturally. And so, anyways, it kind of made that a little bit, understandably so, because it's related to the heart and whatnot. And so I could understand that it would make my blood pressure a little bit lower. So, also with citrus bergamot, you do want to keep in mind that if you are a female and you're still getting periods, it can make your periods heavier because it can thin out your blood, and naturally anything that thins out your blood can certainly, cause your periods to be heavier naturally. So I did experience a tiny bit of that, but it wasn't a big issue. It wasn't enough for me to stop taking it by any means. But right now I am taking plant sterols. So this is what I'm taking right now. And I know my camera is a little bit blurry today. I don't know why. So this is Plant Sterols Complex from Piping Rock, which is a brand I love. It's very affordable and very accessible. So this is 1,200 milligrams per serving with beta-sterol, and it has 120 capsules in it. So the serving, it wants you to take, or it suggests taking 3. So I do take 3. I started with 1 at first just to see how I would tolerate it. Then I did 2 the next day, and then after a few days I just started doing 3 at a time. So it has phytosterols complex, providing sterol esters, beta-sterol, campesterol, and stigmesterol. So anyways, so there you have it. So this is what I've been taking. Now, according to my research, plant sterols do not really offer benefits for people with normal cholesterol levels. Really, the only thing they're good for is cholesterol and heart health, essentially. So if you don't have any of that, it really doesn't give a benefit to people that don't have any of those issues or potential issues. As a preventative, I think it can be effective too, but that's the only thing it's good for. It's not really good for a wide array of ailments, as a lot of things I discuss, a lot of supplements I discuss are good for a lot of different things. This is not one of those. So this is what I'm taking right now. I have been taking this for, I don't even know how long, few weeks maybe. So far, I really like it. I don't experience any side effects from it whatsoever. According to my research, it can potentially cause diarrhea and gas. I haven't had any of that. But again, so this is just what I'm taking right now. This is my first time taking it. And also, when I finish with the plant sterols, I'm going to try this one right here, which is Cissus or Cisus. I think it's Cissus. I don't know how to say it, guys. Sorry. But it's CISSUS, 1800 milligrams. This is Carlisle. I also really like this brand. I've used a lot of their products. So the serving size for this one is also 3 release capsules. And the only ingredient it has in here, other than the gelatin capsules, is the pure Cissus. Now, it's non-GMO and gluten-free. This is a traditional herb. So on the side of the bottle, it says, it just talks about the brand basically. But anyways, so with this, same thing. Like, this is good for a few other things, like various other things as well, like bone and joint health. But very, very good for heart health and for potentially lowering your bad cholesterol. So, you know, really important if you do have high cholesterol, even if it's just a little, you know, making sure that you're very proactive in that, because it's going to definitely prolong your ability to hopefully not have to get on medications. You might have to eventually, but it will definitely help you prolong not having to be on medications for high cholesterol or any kind of potential heart issues. So, you know, and like I always say, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. And so you always want to talk to your doctor about any supplements you're taking or thinking about taking, especially if you're on any medication. So I always put the disclaimer in these videos, just so you guys know. I mean, obviously I know it's a no-brainer for most of us, but you do want to be careful and proactive, and always do your research. Always, always, always. So yeah. So this one is what I'll be taking next. So I will let you guys know how it goes with this. I might do a final video on the plant sterols as well. And this is Cisus. I don't know why I can't pronounce that. I should know how to pronounce that, but I don't. I'm sure next time I talk about it, I will know how to pronounce it properly. But anyways, so again, I also tried citrus bergamot. It worked really well. Now, these are just a few. There have been some others that I honestly can't remember right now. I'm sure I've done videos on those in the past. But I know I have not done a video on cholesterol lowering supplements recently by any means, probably at least for a couple of years. So I thought it fit to do this and just show you guys what I've tried and what I'm using and what I'm going to use. So I will keep ongoing updates. Again, my cholesterol is normal for now. I hope to keep it that way. And yeah, so I hope this helps. If you know somebody that this could help, definitely share it. And I'll see you guys in my next video.